Forget about it. So, what is social proof? Social proof is this weird idea that takes place in reputation-based cultures and reputation-based economies. Like, for instance, maybe the mafia of television and movies, like Donnie Brasco, the clip that hopefully you just watched. Or Silicon Valley is a reputation-based economy. So, to give a little bit of background, in Donnie Brasco, Johnny Depp is an FBI agent who's trying to ingratiate himself into the good graces of Al Pacino, and because Al Pacino is a made man inside of the Italian mafia, he holds the key to Johnny Depp's success. So, Johnny Depp is asking him how should he actually interact with the people in the room, and Al Pacino is saying, hey, I'm going to introduce you as a friend of mine. The idea is that Al Pacino has worked blood, sweat, and tears to get to where he is inside of the mafia family, inside of that reputation-based culture. And when Al Pacino is vouching for Johnny Depp by saying he's a friend of mine, what Al Pacino is doing is saying, I'm extending the reputation that you have, or the good esteem that you have for me, and I'm vouching for this young man. The same thing sort of happens in the reputation-based culture in Silicon Valley. Ultimately, we aspire that Silicon Valley is a meritocracy, and a lot of it is. But your reputation is based on a number of different factors in this town. For instance, who advises you and who do you know? Specifically, who's impressive and has a great reputation in Silicon Valley is willing to extend that reputation on your behalf. Who's a notable in Silicon Valley? Naval, Dave McClure, Sergey, Larry Ellison. Anybody who's somebody in this town who might be willing to say, hey, this young founder or this older founder, they're a friend of mine. I'm vouching for them, and I'm acting as social proof. And that's what we're asking for. Is the application or our startups all about who you know and who vouches for you? No, not at all. But it helps. So on our 5-point scale, social proof is a half a point. Either the person that you have vouching for you is impressive, is recognizable as having a very good reputation in Silicon Valley, or they're not. It's just that simple.